Hey guys, this is John Lee Hillier from JT's Vending. Thank you guys for rocking with us today on our YouTube channel. Sorry, I'm trying to get things organized. My daughter misplaced my little study book that I put my notes in, but I'll go with what I know so far. So, today, guys, this video will be covering about 12 to 13 practical ways to save some money. Now, you don't have to do all 12 or 13. Um, the goal is to try to give those of you who are living paycheck to paycheck, those of you who are on low income, trying to give you tips that I use myself to keep me from going back into the poorhouse, so to speak. So, be advised, for those of you who are watching this video and you're struggling financially, I was there. Um, when I had no plan for my money and no plan for my income, I oftentimes went broke because I had no plan. And it wasn't from the government, it wasn't from white people, it wasn't from some specialized agency that targets black. It was me not managing my money. So I had to hold myself accountable. So with holding myself accountable, it it forced me to step back and look at how I was managing the money that God had blessed me with. No matter how small, you can always set a budget. And I know most of you guys always give me comments like, I don't make that much money, so I can't budget. Yes, you can. You don't want to. I get so many excuses from people why they can't budget, but I notice they never give me an excuse why they can. They never give me an excuse why they can't go out and have fun. They never have an excuse for that. When they want, they go, "Well, I got the money, so I want it, so I can get it because I'm grown." Yeah, those are facts. Those are true statements. But do you deserve those things that you're trying to get, and you're living paycheck to paycheck? You may be able to get this new car or these new pair of shoes or new outfit, but you can't afford either. You can't pay your utility bill when it comes around because you spent all your money on a new car because you want to look cool, you want to fit in. Um, and you don't realize that those who try to fit in with every single person fits in with actually nobody other than broke people. Broke people can only hang around other broke people to feel less broke. If you notice, there's no one on government assistance or SNAP, or any kind of assistance from the government can brag about being on government assistance to other people who are building wealth. They can only brag to other people that are poor or in a similar situation they're in. So, with that being said, I'm gonna give you guys some tips. You can follow them, you can not follow them. My goal as a man is to that's trying to push my children into doing better with their finances, trying to show them the right thing to do because I did the wrong thing for so long. My goal is to pass this information on to some of you guys, and hopefully you can use it for your older children who are working or who may start working soon. I have a 12-year-old; he works, so I'm trying to instill in him now a work ethic that allows him to manage his money and build those simple work skills like showing up on time, um, say less and do more. And the third, and I think the major one, is following orders. When you're given a specific job to do it. Don't make excuses why you can't. So those are the kind of life skills that I'm teaching my son. So it's a learning process for me. Um, what I'm learning is more is caught than taught. So he sees me interacting and working and living this. So he kind of, I'm hoping, I can only hope that he follow along. So without further ado, I'll keep rambling. So let's jump into some of the practical ways to save money. So all I can say starting out is the good news is that there are plenty of straightforward ways to save money, and it's it's just fresh cash. It's easy to save, cash from doing jobs. So let's start with I guess we'll start with number one, which is obvious. Number one would be um, to say goodbye to debt. If you have any debt, we use the Dave Ramsey's Baby Steps, Dave Ramsey Snowball. It helps. You can look the method up online. I'll put a link to it in my YouTube video. It helped us pay off our debt so we can put some of that money back in our pocket. And I know this sounds weird, but when you don't owe anyone, your money tends to not go anywhere. So that's number one. Number two is cut down on your grocery budget. I did a video. I did about 6 videos of how we cut down on our grocery budget. I think they're entitled like ways to save money at the grocery store. I think that's the title, but you can go back in our playlist and you see those videos. You can check those out. And I just go through practical ways we can use in 2024 that any year actually is evergreen. So any year to use those skills that we save at the grocery store with a family of 4 would make, including making meal preps. So cutting down on your grocery budget is number two. Number three. Now this was a big one for us as well. Is cancel automatic subscriptions and memberships you don't use. That was a tough one-ish, so to speak. We had gym memberships that we had accrued so many of free training hours, and we didn't want to lose it, but we never had time to go back to the gym and get in the gym consistently. So it was charging us like $158 a month, and we had all these points. So we just put our foot down, canceled the gym membership, um, and we had about every platform there was. We had Netflix, Hulu, Amazon. I think we had HBO for a time, and then we had Max, and then we had a bunch of miscellaneous automatic stuff, and they were taking $9 to $17 a month, and we had to go in and was like, you know what, that's they busting our head. We had to go in and cut those out. I get the same packages through Amazon as my wife does, and she doesn't. She has the Amazon Prime, and I don't. And I get the same day shipping, free shipping, because recently there's been not recently, I guess within the last 4 years, Amazon and Walmart has been going back and forth trying to compete with a subscription type membership. So Walmart has never had a membership. Now they have a Walmart membership. So with the Walmart membership, I think they offer you like a few things in there, but you still can walk into Walmart and get the same stuff free. So anyway, cancel automatic subscriptions and memberships you do not use. If like me, so right now I use Audible, and I normally run across maybe a year or two. I use Audible to catch up on some of my excuse me, my latest books, but I'll run across after about a year and a half, I'll end up in a phase of, not using it. So when I get to the point where I'm like, well, it's going to be 9 months before I use it again. I just cut it off. I cut it off because I don't want you to I don't want to build up free books. I don't want to build up free credits. No, because you're just taking my money and giving me free credits when I can just cancel it and start it back in 9 months. So those are small things that we did to kind of stop the bleeding of our bank account. Number 4 is buy generic. I also did a video on this generic shopping within my grocery list, my grocery shopping videos. So you can always go back and check those out. But it's just, you don't have to buy top shelf items. It's not because they taste better. Some do, some don't. But you have to figure out what works for you and your house. Um, Number 5 is cut ties with cable. Now, my personal opinion, as I've begun to study more about finances and focus more on my family and being a good husband and father and a provider and helping just put things together for my family, we've drastically reduced our television time. And also in our family is known as the electronic income reducer. So that means that TV, the more you have it on and you're sitting in front of it, the less money you're more than likely making. Those who are building wealth. So one example, my wife's father, he was like number one salesman in the country for his company, Sharp. And if you see him, you wouldn't even know it. But by me being married to my wife for 6 years, you see certain people habits, and you can tell how much time they spend doing a certain thing. He typically is always busy and moving around and doing something, but he rarely. I think he sits every now and then when we hear, or we're at their home now. But he sits every blue moon and watch a little TV, or conversate. But he don't sit there and just watch TV for hours on end like a mindless zombie. He's up and he's active. So that's kind of the thing that I do now. I make sure even during the week, I get, if it's not for my 2 year old, we may cut on a movie or something, but I'm either working on some YouTube videos, I'm either working on communicating with my wife about our family and what we're doing, um, and just getting some advice from her about my job and me getting ready to go back to school and all that kind of stuff. So we're working on things to build forward. But cutting ties with cable, I'm sorry. If you want to be poor and broke and stay living paycheck to paycheck, keep watching cable. The television can be a great motivator to keep people in poverty. The longer it's on and you watch it, you remain broke. If you want to make some money, cut it off. Cut the TV off. You don't need 23 hours a week of cable plus a 40-hour work week. You're less productive. So in my opinion, cut the cable. Get local channels. We have Tubi, and we have the local news, and we have the History Channel. That's it. that's all we tend to watch back and forth. Most of the news before for the weather, but other than that, that's all. But you can cut your ties for the cable companies and just see how it feels. Because I know your cable bill at least $180 a month if you with Comcast. Hey guys, sorry to interrupt you watching this outstanding video, but I would like to ask right now that if you have the heart and if you have the resources, that you donate to our ACER program, which is A Step into Reality, which is a program to where we go in these low-income areas and we teach young girls and boys how to manage money, how to set a budget, how to earn money, and what they do with the money when they get it. So our whole process is trying to make sure that the young men and women build good money habits as they grow, instead of learning how to manage money through the world and it end up going broke trying to look fake rich. So if you have the heart, if God puts it on your heart, please go to our website, which is right here. And at the very top of our website page, there's a blue button. You can hit that donate button and it'll take you to the donation link, and you can donate whatever God puts on your heart. So thank you guys so much for watching. And now back to this outstanding video. Because we cut our cable bill, and now we dropped down to, instead of 209 a month, we're paying 90 plus tax and everything. We're paying like $92 a month for high speed internet, and we're fine. We're doing fine. So cut the cable. It's not that important. It's at cable. That cable TV is what's keeping you broke. Trust me. Number 6, save money automatically. So now you can have automatic transfers on your bank account if you bank online. I bank online. It's easier. I find it extremely helpful to bank online and convenient without having to go to the bank and get money and cash out this and do this. It's just easier. So when I do bank online, you know, for me as the natural saver, it's easy for me to save. Um, but I do have a several accounts like set up to where it automatically moves money over so that when we have an emergency in my family, the pool pump goes out, the pool motor goes out, or something is damaged, or we lose something, or the car breaks down, we have that emergency fund to keep us flowing so that it becomes, instead of an emergency, it becomes an inconvenience. So move money over automatically if you're doing digital banking, and that helps. Number seven is spend extra or unexpected income wisely. Take your time, set your budget, watch what you're spending on and how much you're spending, because that can eat away at your resources because you're just saying, "Oh, I see it, so I need it." So just watch what you spend extra on and unexpected income. So number eight is adjust. Number eight is adjust your tax withholdings. I'm not a tax advisor. I'm not a tax pro. I am not here to give you tax advice. So just sorry, that's my daughter, guys, with the little bobbit thing. Look, when I finish this, then then you can play with this, okay? So anyway, guys, I'm not a tax advisor. So when I'm saying adjust your tax withholdings, get with your HR manager at your job, get with your CPA, get with some professional that does taxes, and they can guide you down the right track. You always want to talk to a professional about any IRS tax dealings because that can hurt you. So I'm saying I'm not. Do not listen to me on how to adjust. Just talk to a professional and they'll guide you how to adjust. Number nine, reduce your energy costs. So we did things in our home like winterize our windows, winterize the pipes and stuff during the wintertime. So we winterized it for the winter, and we also got it ready for the summer. So we're not losing any excess AC because we're trying to cool the outside of the house, so to speak. So in the summer in Tennessee, it gets extremely hot and humid, and you don't want to be losing that AC energy or water or any pipe leakage. You don't want to lose that in cost because you don't pay attention to your electric bill. On average, it'll fluctuate between a few dollars between each month. So our water bill, it fluctuates. Even though now we cut our pool on for the summer, our water bill went from $72.42 a month to $84.50 a month. And now it's this month is 86 dollars. So it's staying between, with the pool off and not running, it stays between like 70 and $72. With the pool running, it stays between 80 and about $86. So we kind of know where is it. So if we get a water bill that's $300, we're gonna be like, wait a minute, we got a leak somewhere. It's obvious. So that'll help reduce your energy costs, and also LED light bulbs. We do use those a lot, and they last a lot longer, and they help save money on their utility bill. Trust me, if you own a home, if you're renting a home, that helps because you still have to pay that bill. All right, number 10 is check your insurance rates. That's one thing that we do every year. You don't feel that you have to stay loyal to your insurance company because you've been with them for so long. That's a gimmick. That's a joke that they bust people's head and they just take your money. You can always go to the Ramsey. If you trust Dave Ramsey like we do, you can go to his website. He has ELPs that he recommends. My mother-in-law that just ran past up there, she she recommended to us, ELPs, and I was like, "What is that?" And she was like, "This endorsed local provider with Dave Ramsey." So that's how we started to use. So every year we check our car insurance, homeowners insurance, and any insurance that we need, including life insurance. We check all of that stuff, and that you may get a better rate. But again, check with those in your area to see if you can find a better rate. But just do it just to check. Number 11 is pack lunch and eat at home. It varies. Packing a lunch helps us a lot because as you've seen the cost of food in stores, a pack of chicken wings are like 20 some bucks. So when you go to Wingstop or you go to Buffalo Wild Wings, you're spending 30 to 40 bucks for 12 wings or maybe 20 wings, and you'll eat them in one sitting and they're gone. So you do that lunch and dinner, you do that 2 day, 5 days a week or 7 days a week, twice a day. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money that adds up, and you end up broke, or you end up eating noodles um, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You get paid on Friday, and then you get excited when you get your money. You eat out again Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Monday, you're broke. So you got paid on Friday, you're broke by Monday, mainly because you could be wasting a lot of your money at the restaurants. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're trying to set a budget for the first time, you probably want to see how long you can resist eating out, because eating out takes a lot of money. I have a family of four, and I'm not a small guy. So when I eat, I eat. I see your hand. Oh, sorry. My son said, correction, family of five now. We're a family of five. So we eat food. We're not starving. So the goal is to just look at your budget, see what you need to eat for that week, or whatever you like. I do meal preps for my me and my wife, my son and my daughter every Sunday. Without fail, for the last 6 years, I actually been meal prepping for actually the last maybe 12 years. But since me and my wife been together, I've done it every day, every Sunday, every week for the last 6 years. And it saved us thousands of dollars when when we were trying to get out of debt. The Dave Ramsey snowball. We were trying to get out of debt. Hey, we hated eating. We hated consistently cooking, but we got in the habit of cooking and eating food at home, and we saw how much money we were saving. Now it's kind of hard for us to pick something to eat out because we don't care anymore. We don't want to eat out. So we made it a anything you consistently do over time naturally becomes a habit. So if you consistently spend all your money trying to look fake rich and eat out and look cool and fit in, that's a habit. If you do it enough, and you'll definitely end up broke, especially with the cost of food these days at restaurants. So you guys know, a month you can easily spend $253, $255 a month on one single person eating out. So you got to watch that when you're trying to get out of debt. But this video here is talking about ways you can save money. So if you can reduce as much as you can eating out, that'll help. All right, number 12. I think I'm gonna do 12. I think I'm gonna do 13. I'm gonna do 13. So this one is 12. Number 12 is ask about discounts and pay in cash. So when you pay in cash, you feel that sting of I just broke that $100 bill. Now I got $15 left. You feel it, so it hurts. So you don't tend to go and grab a handful of money and do it again. But ask for discounts. Don't feel embarrassed. When I was poor and had a poverty mindset, I felt embarrassed to ask for discounts. Now I put hey, you got a discount? You got a colored people discount? I ask for any discount it takes. I just want to check. You never know. They might be woke and they want to help black and give me a discount. So that's what you got to do. Don't feel embarrassed to ask for discounts. Don't feel like you're less than, or people are looking at you, oh, like, look at, he broke. I don't care what they think. If it's a discount available for me, I'm going to check it out. It's as simple as that. An idiot is the only one who don't like to save money. Simple as that. So don't get caught up in that ego trip, especially men. Don't get caught up, man. I'm balling out. No, you're not. You broke. You're just trying to look fake rich. So stop playing. I've been poor most of my life. So I know I can tell when you're looking fake rich. So go in there, ask for your discounts, ask for anything they can help you reduce your bill, and you'll be good to go. You got to put that ego to the side though. So number 13, last but not least, number 13 is take advantage of your retirement savings plan. Now, that retirement savings plan it's the bee's knees. It's the eighth wonder of the world. It's the best thing out there. The government actually helps now since Biden. I think probably one of the only good thing President Biden has done in his administration of people, of groups, of whatever widows. They actually put it in the law, and it's called Secure Act 2.0. They enacted it December 29th, 2022. I don't understand why they didn't put it out there, but I got the information, so I put it in all my videos. So, the Secure Act 2.0, in a nutshell, it forces those who don't know about retirement to participate in retirement. So, if your employer has 10 or more employees, it's automatically a federal law now that they have to enroll you automatically into a 401k or retirement plan. The only way to opt out of that is you sign your name on a waiver saying, do not place me in this program. And please don't do that because you're an idiot if you do. If you know nothing about retirement, let something go in there until you start to learn more. Watch some of our videos. Learn more about the HSA system and the FSA and the retirement 401ks and 401b, 413. Like, learn about this stuff. Just Google it. Google it. Go on YouTube. Learn about how important that 401k is that can help you build wealth while you're working. You don't need to work just for the paycheck. And when you work only for a paycheck, me, I call that being a wage slave. That's all you will get because that's all you're focused on. The dollar amount you get per hour. That it can't be it because you're not adding any additional value. So the 401k is a perfect place. Please go to you have to go to HR. Don't ask the guy who only worked 2 days a week and come in late all the time. Don't ask the guy who eating people lunch out of the refrigerator. Don't ask him. Go to HR, talk to the people who help you set that stuff up, help you set up your 401k and your retirement, and get that stuff situated because I guarantee you it will help you save a lot of money in the future. And then you have the thing called compound interest. Compound interest is another eighth one of the world. But my daughter is yelling. My mother-in-law is sleepy. Trey is drawing. And I want to spend some time with my wife, so y'all know how I get down. I love you guys, but I love them a whole lot more. So take these 13, rewatch them. If you can, take notes, write this stuff down. Please, I would never, my goal is to give out factual information that I've learned from my mother-in-law, that I've learned from Dave Ramsey, that I've learned from just people watching them do it. So now we do it. So please take this information to heart, look it up, do your research, talk with HR about your tax stuff and your 401k or whatever retirement plan you have at your job. Because like I said, the Secure Act 2.0 kind of put a lot of stuff in place to help poor people like me and you. So thank you guys so much. And just go back and review these practical ways of saving money. And I'll catch you guys soon. Charlie, you want to come and say bye-bye? Come on. Come and say goodnight. Trey, you want to say night-night to everybody? Come here, big girl. Here come my Charlie girl. What? Right here. Come on, I gotta pick you up. Ugh. Say say au revoir, a bientôt. Say au revoir, a bientôt.
Bye.
Say a bientôt, à la prochaine. Oh, she's so sleepy. She's a big. Hold on, guys. Look at her shirt. It says "Big Sister." Big sister, we have one addition that's coming soon to the Hilliard family. Stop trying to lick my finger. No, Charlie. All right, guys, I gotta go. Au revoir. A bientôt.